gotta pay the child.
All right, welcome back to Urban Child Development with your host again, Vino. This week, I'll be asking the questions, and they will come from Joey Stoops. But this episode, his ass ain't here because he went to Vegas for his birthday. Shout out to Joey for his birthday.
Hey,
all right, so this is what Joey's question was. Joey said, ideally for your child, if your child could take a direction and where they're gonna go in life, which direction would you want them to take? Military, trade school, college, start their own business, whichever one that you want them to do. I want you to tell me which one you want them to do, and why. Donnell.
Damn, that's a tough. I mean, that all depends. Man. Yeah, because I mean, if they're good academically and want to do the college route, to do that. You know, if they want to go off and have that entrepreneur, that hustler spirit, and they got a plan, they can make it work depending on whether it's trade school or whatever it is. So I guess it depends on where they at, kind of like when they get to that adult level, when they graduate in high school or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
What about you, Josh?
I'm gonna say trade school because education is not closing the wealth gap. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say trade school to me is leaning towards ownership versus being indoctrinated by somebody that own the educations that don't look like me, own that university that don't look like none of us.
So
you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna slide in right there. So first, before I joined the military, I would have probably said military. And right now, I'm not saying I would not the military at all because it did a lot for me. Same. I'm not saying it's for every child, but it did a lot for me. What I am saying, ideally, I wanted my children to go the college route because I am in a financial state where I can afford it. When it was my turn to be able to go out there, first of all, nobody had done it, so they couldn't tell me how to do it. And second of all, nobody had the financial means to be able to send me. I'm in a different predicament that I want to be able to afford them the opportunity to go. Not to say that that's where I wanted to stop. I want them to go get a degree, but then I want them to be able to open their own business and become successful running their own shit. I don't want them to go out there and work for someone. If you got to go out there and work for someone to learn the ropes, by all means. But ultimately, I would want them to own their own shit.
Yeah.
What about you, Derek?
For me, man, I will not tell nobody not to go to the military. I will not tell nobody not to go to the military because things they see on TV, like, man, everybody ain't fighting. If that's your job, you're going to be deployed over there, but you're going to be doing your job that you do in the States over there. People see the TV, they're like, oh, shoot, I'm going to get deployed. We're going to be over there fighting. No, you're not. You know what I'm saying? And second, man, like, my daughter, she in college. She wanted to go to college. You know what I'm saying? But her mom got her own business. And my daughter was helping her mom out with her business before she even went to college. So her mom was like, baby, you can go to school, but you can just come work in the family business you want to. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to do everything. I wanted to get a degree. I wanted to have their own business. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be able to fall back on something just in case you're out there building that business don't make it. You got an education, you know what I'm saying, a degree to go into the job field that you went to school for. But I just want them to be successful, man. Anything they do to be successful, man, they good. But I can tell everybody, man, I would not tell nobody not to join the military. That's just me.
What about you, Tremaine?
I got that same mindset Derek had. But I don't know about the military because I ain't been in the education route. But yeah, why not all of it? Be multifaceted and be able to do all of it. It sounds like if they are equipped to go to the military, they'll be able to do all those things. Learn trade, go to school and stuff. And then for those, I don't think I could have made the military. So I had to go to school route.
Yeah,
so I say why I don't know if I would. Yeah, but it's like as far as like the trade and stuff. Like I still want to learn the trade even with the education.
Yeah,
that's It's all about I think what Titi said that long game is like whatever you can have, and just if something don't work, you got something to fall on.
Absolutely. Like it's a mandatory. Like for my kids that when they go to school, I don't care what they do for their major, but they got to fall back on IT. It's at bottom. If I'm paying for school, you're gonna do something in IT because I know for a fact computers ain't going nowhere. Robots ain't going nowhere. They gonna always have something to fall back on. So you're gonna do something in IT.
One thing about going to school too, man, that financial aid be killing these people, man.
I was about to say it depends on that amount of loans you got to take out.
Yeah, man.
You're right.
That's why when you said somebody on trade school, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, on trade school, you might go into that.
That's an immediate you in your industry, you in your field.
Right.
You know, barbers ain't waiting in line to get hired.
No, absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not.
They're not waiting in line. You know what I mean?
My son said he wanted to be a barber.
Truck drivers ain't waiting in line for no work, for no loads. You know what I'm saying? They making hundreds of Ks.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Absolutely correct.
That's the only downfall with the academic part is like being behind the 8 ball with that.
Right. Like it's like because y'all was in school. Y'all was in school waiting to get paid. Me and Trey was already getting paid when y'all was in school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, all y'all could have made it, man. Yeah, you would have made the military.
Absolutely.
Ain't no guarantee. I mean, you go to school and shit. The cost of college now is what's getting folks. Like Derek said, the financial aid. So you got to kind of see where they at. And I mean, the other thing is, I mean, you talking about that learning, like shit, real talk. That trade, like. We had to call the plumber the other day. Plumber came out here for 30 minutes.
Bam, made a good
$400.
Yeah.
I'm like,
$400 for 30. That's a lick.
What?
Quick lick.
But I do like what Trey said though about IT, because I feel like a lot of people, man, they just be going to school racking up unnecessary college credit hours. You know what I'm saying? Without no direction, man. I got so many friends that got degrees in psychology, man, but they can't get their foot in the door unless they got a master's, or a PhD. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that falls into my second question. That falls right in line to my second question, Josh. His second question was, at what age do you think it's appropriate for you to let your child go free? Like when we was growing up, like in my house, it was like 18, you get your ass the hell out. You know what I'm saying? Do you still have that same mindset, or do you have a different mindset now that you are in it yourself? Mine has changed.
I got a different mindset.
Hold on, quick. Hey, I think it depends on if you have boys or girls, man.
Okay.
My girls can stay with me. My girls can stay with me as long as they want to stay. My girls will tell me as long as they want to stay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all got boys like Trey. You got a little smooth ass boy. He gonna want to leave anyway. He want to leave anyway.
Yeah, he think he's trying to slide now. But so for me personally, I told my daughter, I want her to be able to go to college. You know what I'm saying? But this is home. I don't want you to go out and get a home unless you can buy one. So whenever you have the money to leave here to go buy one, that's when you leave here. Because then you're setting yourself up for success when you go out there because you're not renting.
I like that.
But until then, you in here. But you're going to follow these rules too. Please believe that.
Only thing I say about that, when you buy a home, man, most likely, man, you gonna wanna. That's where you wanna stay too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you buy a home. Let's say you buy a home in Maryland.
Right.
You be like, Dad, I want to live in North Carolina.
No. I don't want her to buy like a house, like a house. Okay. I wanted to buy like a townhouse. I wanted to buy like a condo, but I want her, whatever she buy, she buying it. So when she move on, she can get the residuals off of that and be able to go purchase her house and they don't hit her pockets.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
What about you, Jermaine?
Yeah, I agree with that. And I was just thinking with that question you asked, going back to like that culture thing, is a black thing or white thing? I think white people or white Caucasians They can stay there till they they can stay in the basement.
Yeah.
Till they start balding and stuff.
I'm telling you, man.
But 18 years old, it's time to go.
Hey, for real, man.
I know I was so 18, got it right.
All right, Trey. What about your son? What you told your son?
I told my son the same thing. Absolutely, I told him the same thing. But with him, it's like
He gonna want to leave. I can
He
tell.
gonna want to be independent. He gonna want to bounce and do his own thing.
You know, with him, my daughter, she probably gonna listen because that's her comfort zone. With him, he gonna want to go be free. He gonna want to go do his own thing. So I think he gonna buck and he gonna bounce. I just hope that everything that we instilled in him sticks in that little ass head of his, and he's able to take over and do what he got to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Donnell, you got a girl too, don't you?
Oh yeah, one to
How
eat.
you feel about it? How you feel?
Somebody like you, she can stay long.
Yeah.
You know. But even him though, I think boys gonna want to, they gonna want to go off and do their thing eventually. But if it's a plan in place, like if they go to school, come out, you're not guaranteed a job.
Mm-mm.
So if you don't have a job lined up, ain't no need to try to do like work part time and find a roommate and pay bills. You can come home, stack up for a little bit.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, that made more sense.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just think in our culture, it's just
It's
I don't know
a-
why, but I think it's a cultural thing that we just was always told that 18, you gotta go. I know I was always told 18, it's out, you ride, you got to go.
Hey, you be 11 years
military.
old. You be 11 years old, you be like, 7 more years.
7 more years.
You know, like, I like that.
What about you, Joshua?
Hey,
Ain't it?
Will, 6 more
Ain't it
years?
hit puberty yet? They talking about getting out the house.
Mm-hmm. June, high school graduation coming up. Look.
You got no job applications going? You go to the military?
What you gonna do?
Damn right.
What about you, Joshua? What you think?
My kid, well, the one I got custody of, he can stay here as long as he want, man.
I tell you, man, it's up about your babies, boy. Like,
But I already know, man. My son, he got the same mentality I got, so he ain't gonna stay here that long,
Johnson too, huh?
But I'm on the lines of what Trey said, man. And I feel like our culture, man, we be setting these kids up for the okie doke, man.
Yes,
like
sir.
we got to mirror the race that has unlimited amounts of generational wealth, man. Them people, man, be staying at home till they 30 years old, man. 30s, man. You know what I'm saying? We just, you 18, get the hell up out of here.
Yeah.
We got to change our mindset, man, for real, man. I like what Trey said about ownership, man, because that's for real. That's what's gonna close that wealth gap, man. Having that equity, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know.
Right.
I try to tell some people about buying houses and stuff, but they think you gotta have large amounts of cash to buy property. You know what I'm saying? And you don't really need all that. You know what I'm saying? They just don't understand it because they ain't been taught it. I wasn't taught buying a house. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't know how to do it.
No.
You don't need a large amount of cash. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, my mom helped me out a little bit, but shoot, if I ain't had my mom and she had just bought her first house prior to that, maybe 10 years prior to that.
Yeah.
So nobody else in my family owned a house except my aunt, and she didn't go through that with like purchasing it. She married into her house. So the only person I had to go to was my mom on how to buy a house. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you don't know until you go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey. I mean, the houses I done rented. Yo, what's my spending rent, giving people, man.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
You made
shit, like nobody.
Exactly.
You sent
15
somebody,
years.
you sent somebody's kids to school. That's what you did.
Absolutely.
That's what we all did.
That's what we.
That's
Yep.
what we all
20
did.
years of rent.
You know what I'm saying?
All half a house.
Yeah.
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 They got another. They best believe they got another property somewhere.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Sure.
Yeah, man.
But hey, that was it for this week's episode of Urban Child Development. Check us out next week with another channel, another subject. Holla.